Yo guys, thanks for checking out the video. My name is Alex, aka TechOps, and today we're going to be doing my first impressions on the Battlefront beta. Now I've been having a lot of fun with this. Woo! What a good game. The models are great, the textures are freaking awesome, it runs buttery smooth. Well, in my case it does. I'll get into that in here in just a minute. Some of my friends had some issues. The lighting is freaking awesome, and the gameplay, it just gets you so immersed in a Star Wars fantasy. So first off, let's talk about the models. Now, the models are great. I can say that. They look super accurate to the movie. It just blows my mind. It really looks great. But let's get into the cons first. First off, in Walker Assault, I really wish that you could go in first person in the AT-ATs, or AT-ATs, and the AT-STs. I really wish they had first person view in that. It would just immerse you so much more into the game. I really thought that it was missing that. I just had this thought in my head, oh yeah, you can just go in first person, but you can't. So I really wish they had that in there. And secondly, I really wish that the air vehicles like the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, I wish they would have had a cockpit view that was, just a little bit more detailed while you were in first person. I felt like just seeing the window, it just wasn't enough. It didn't immerse me into the game as much as I thought it would. Now, talking about the sounds, I would give the sounds in this game a 10 out of 10. They nailed it. Now, one of my favorite sounds in this was actually when you walked past the AT-AT in Walker Assault. You could hear everything moving. 10 out of 10. They nailed it. Even when the thermal detonators are going off and you got blaster rounds going over your head, yes, it really immerses you into the game. Also, I loved how you can hear footsteps in this. You really can. So 10 out of 10, DICE. Now, for the lighting in this, I thought they nailed it. A few times in Drop Pod in multiplayer, I was shooting at someone that was at a higher elevation than me, and the sun actually was blinding me, and it made, I couldn't tell where the guy was at. So I thought they did a really good job on the lighting, and you can really see the shadows in this, which is just great. Now we're gonna kind of talk about Netcode a little bit here. I thought they did a really good job on it. Compared to Battlefield, I've only traded shots with someone a few times, unlike Battlefield where you trade all the time. You literally do. So I thought they did a really good job on it. I'm not an expert when it comes to Netcode. I really am not. But I felt like whenever I was shooting at someone, I was actually hitting them. Now I don't know if that was everybody's case. It could depend on your personal, your internet connection. But I thought it was just really fluid. So good job, DICE. Now earlier I said something about how this game ran buttery smooth for me. Now it did. I have an FX 6300 CPU, which is not amazing. It really is not. It might have 6 cores, but it's not great. You can get an i5 that's better. You really can. But I have a GTX 900 series graphics card, and I was able to run this on ultra settings, locked at 60 FPS with VSync. Now it really was buttery smooth for me. But I have a buddy that he's playing with an APU. Now I'm not sure if this is because of the beta, I'm not sure what's going on, but my buddy who's running an APU, he had white flickering artifacts come up every so often on the screen, where it was unplayable for him to even see where people were, things like that. Now he plays Arma 3 with me, and he can play, medium settings on Arma 3 and be completely fine. That's a CPU bound game. So I'm not sure if it was just this Battlefront beta. Maybe it wasn't optimized for APUs. I really don't know. So I hope they take a look into that, and hopefully it will be a little bit better once the full game comes out. Alright guys, so now we're gonna just jump right into the part that everybody's talking about. I mean, anybody that's played this beta will already have known this, and at this point you can just tune me out and watch the gameplay in the background. And this is Walker Assault. I mean, this was a really big upset for me, the fact that it was so one-sided. Now I'm not sure if DICE was like, hey, let's, portray the actual movie storyline where the Imperials actually beat the Rebels at the Battle of Hoth. Now it really felt that way, and I hope they really change it a little bit. Now I have played 46 games so far of Walker Assault, 26 of them being Rebels. I have only won 3 matches, and that was due to my team piggybacking me. I mean, if you don't have a team that knows exactly what to do, then you're gonna lose. I mean, that's just how it is. And 90% of the games that I went into, I saw people that were on the Rebel side, they join in on the Rebels, and they would just leave. So, I really hope they fix it, and I hope that other Walker Assault maps will be a little bit more, equal. Now, of course, you can take out those AT-ATs very quickly if you know what you're doing. All you have to do is capture, capture, capture. I mean, every time you capture, you are giving a Y-wing bomber. And whenever those Y-wing bombers hit the AT-ATs, it disables their shields, which allows foot soldiers, turrets, rocket launchers, everything can just go straight for it and destroy it. And you can really destroy them very quickly once their shields are down. But if you do not capture, you can never do that. So be a team player, get in there, capture, 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 protect, protect, protect. And if you're the Imperials, you hit those rebels hard, man. That's why you got all that power. So I guess the last thing I'd like to say about the AT-AT on Walker Assault would be that its main weapon is just a little too overpowered. Yeah, it's a lot overpowered. I wish they would have put a cooldown on it, where you'd shoot a 3-round burst or something like that, and have a 3-second cooldown. Just the fact that you can shoot someone halfway across the map with 1 bullet and they die. And, I mean, I've gone on a 50 kill streak on that thing, just where I grab it, I wait the whole, I kill people for the whole minute, I exit, and I go right to the next pickup location, and I get in it again. So, I mean, I wish there would have been more of a cooldown for the main weapon. But yeah, thanks guys for checking out this video. This was just my opinion on the Battlefront beta. I'm not gonna lie, I love this game, and I'm gonna be getting it as soon as it comes out, and I'll be playing the poo out of it.